Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Hiking the Wainwrights. And Happy New Year. Hope you've all had a wonderful holiday season and all fed and watered and ready to get back out there in the hills. I hope you guys are ready, because I certainly am not. It's been 2 weeks of too much food, too much alcohol, and I think this walk is going to be really painful today. I've parked up in the hamlet of Hartsop, just down there. Beautiful. Sun is just about to come up and it's very cold and icy this morning, but that'll all change in a minute because I'll be sweating like mad as I'm going up to Hartsop Dodd here. It's a very steep ascent right at the beginning, and yeah, it's going to be a tough one straight after Christmas. But I tell you what, let's go and have a look at the route, exactly where I'm going today, and find out roughly at what point I'm going to drop down dead.
So from the car park in Hartsop, it is a very steep pull up to the first fell of the day, Hartsop Dodd. From there, it's a nice steady away walk up to Cordale Moor, enjoying those views out west all the way, before getting to the second summit of the day, Stony, Cove, Pike, and those incredible views to the south and Windermere. Then I'm going to drop down to Thresthwaite Mouth, back up to Thornthwaite Crag. From here, it's a really nice, steady bimble down to Great Crag. Beautiful views, before getting to the top of the nose, where it gets quite steep, but the views are stunning. Then it's a simple walk down to the track, back towards the car park, and then obviously the pub.
Okay, so that is the route. As you can see, right from the beginning, it's a really steep pull up to Hartsop Dodd. Yeah, definitely getting the blood pumping already. I'm only, well, I've not got anywhere yet. It's a case of just nice and steady away, little steps, get back into my stride, burn some of those calories off. In some ways, today is like a self-flagellation. I'm flagellating myself with the use of steep contours. But look at it already. I mean, I'm only, what, 5-10 minutes away from the car park down there, and the views are opening up. Just see a little bit of Arneson Crag there with the sun on it, over the Birks in the sun completely, and then Place Fell there in the sun. Still very dark around here. You can see a Great Crag over there. Okay, let's get cracking. Let's break the back of this walk by getting up Hartsop Dodd. From there, it's a doddle really. Doddle. And then, yeah, just enjoy the rest of the route. After about 5 minutes, get to the ridge, and look at that, it's all opening up now. So yeah, right in front you can see the Priest Hall, and then Hart Crag up to Fairfield. A little bit of snow on Fairfield, and St Sunday just there. But there's water just here. See Hull's water, beautiful. It really is gorgeous. Now got to keep on going up the ridge. So I was actually planning to do this route before Christmas, when we had that really cold snap, and it's all packed and ready to go. I checked the forecast, looked good. It's going to be blizzards up top. I like the sound of that. But then I checked the webcam, Kirkstone Pass webcam, untreated road, completely snow and ice. There's just no way to get here to Hartsop, so I had to call it off. I was gutted. And now, as you can see, all the snow's gone, all the ice is gone. It's cold, but yeah, all that weather drama has gone, which is a shame, because it would have been nice to have been in those crazy conditions. But we can now see behind Angletown Pikes, north top and south top, just the sun ever so slightly touching the tops. That's where I was 2-3 weeks ago, I can't remember now, in the last video anyway. And then over to Brock Crags there, and you can see a rest Dodd in the background. It was all covered in snow last time. In fact, all these were, it was all beautiful. It's gone. Okay, I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat it. This is hard. It is brutal. Self-flagellation. Done. Sun just hitting rest Dodd now. Nice. And the knot as well, up near High Street. Oh, some beautiful light over towards Little Hart Crag now, just there. And Red Screes, just there. Beautiful. Okay, that's the worst of it done. I don't know what you can see, it's quite dark. But here's a post. It's marked on the map. But look at the views in all directions now. Isn't that gorgeous? Boy, my heart feels like it's going to stop. But, second post. And you know, this little levelling off is a real great reminder or opportunity to check the view out behind, because that is spectacular. And I must admit I enjoyed coming down this way last time and just looking at it all the way, which is probably wild on my backside half the time. Okay, literally 2 minutes. Getting a little bit of sunlight now, which is lovely. Oh, this is beautiful. On the summit of Hartsop, Dodd. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at it. I know there's no snow. I know it's not as heaven-like as it was last time, but it is still gorgeous. Oh wow. Okay, I'm a complete and utter numbskull. It's not until I got to this point here that I realised that my microphone wasn't working. Well, actually it was working, it just wasn't plugged into the camera. So I had it all on, but not plugged in. Tell you what, these little breaks away from doing these videos do have a significantly bad effect on, the production value and my brain. Oh, never mind. Well, I tell you what, it just serves as a really good reminder to just keep checking stuff every now and then. It feels so different from the last walk up to Angletown Pikes. I was walking in the snow and the ice, and it was a really crisp day. Very similar day in terms of the light wind and the sunshine, but obviously the ground was white and magical. But still, it's very nice. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at it. Not too shabby. I've said it before on previous walks about these walls. They are an incredible engineering feat, aren't they? I mean, they just go for miles. That goes all the way down there, and it goes all the way up to Stony Cove Pike, and then obviously they split off all over the place. Back in the shade, and that's really highlighted how much heat there was in the sun there. Actually, it's quite warm, and now I'm in the shade, temperatures dropped significantly, but the views have remained. I mean, gorgeous. So that's Dovedale down there, and I walked up that one in the Eastern Fells when I went up to the Priest Hole. Beautiful valley. I absolutely love Dovedale. So picturesque. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. It's gorgeous. And not the video, I mean, the video's mediocre at best, but the valley, it is quite special. So I've called this walk the Pasture Bottom Round because it's a circular walk that walks around Pasture Beck, which drops down off Thresher Mouth and out towards Hartsop. And the bit at the bottom of the valley is actually called Pasture Bottom if you look on the map. It should really be Pasture Round Bottom, shouldn't it? I know. I've got a mental age of 10. I actually do. As you can see, it is a very, very easy route to navigate so far. Up the ridge, follow the wall. It really is a nice steady away climb up here after Hartsop Dodd. So after that initial killer climb up to Hartsop Dodd up the nose, this seems easy in comparison. Just need to keep reminding yourself to look behind and enjoy that view. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Just getting up onto Stony Cove Pike, and as you can see, It's all flattened out now up here on Cordale Moor. Gorgeous. There's just somebody over there. Oh, and there's 2 more people arriving at the summit as well. Bit of a weird one this. It doesn't really feel much like a pike to me. Almost 0 prominence. So yeah, bizarre. These are all starting to open up to the south now. I see a bit of Windermere. Okay, let's cross the wall here. Okay, that is the pike. Yeah, not much of a pike that is it really. But I'm going to move a little bit further to the south, away from the summit, and it should all drop away the land and get this amazing view to the south. Yeah, little bits of Kentmere Horseshoe, Troutbeck Tongue down there as well. Obviously Windermere, Morecambe Bay. I tell you what I'm going to do, because I can see all the big ones here, all the major fells. I'm going to get a big camera out here and I'm going to show you what you can see from this very unassuming little hill. Let's have a look. What's your name? Where are you from?
Victoria from Chorley.
Tom from Chorley.
And a couple of fans of the channel, which is great to see. In fact, you guys came out on the Black Mass I had back in October.
Yes, it rained solidly for 5 hours.
Yes, yeah. A couple of hardy souls here. A lot of people dropped out, but these guys didn't. And smiley faces all the way around, so yeah,
great.
Fair
Really
play
good,
to you.
Hope you do it again.
Yes, absolutely. I think there'll be one in spring, hopefully next year. No, this year. Flipping heck, yeah. This year. And obviously again in October, so
It'll
hopefully.
probably still rain.
It will do, guaranteed, yeah. It's clouds just come in. Anyway, great to see you guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your walk. And hello. Hello to you guys when you're watching it.
Yeah, that's going to be really trippy.
How nice was that? Bump into those guys then. Lovely. It's funny, you know, because I was sort of stood there just, you know, playing around with the drone and what have you. And they walked right past me. Well, you walked right past me. It's nice to see you guys. Hello. Hopefully you're watching. And they walked right past. I was like, I recognise those two. And I said, hi. And they went, oh, hi. And carried on walking past. And then they kind of came back and said hello. And yeah, it was lovely. It's lovely to see you. That's happened a few times, you know, just bumping into people who watch the channel. And it's really nice to have a bit of a chat. If you do see me out and about walking, come say hello. I'd love to have a chat with you and, you know, meet people who are fans of the channel and enjoy these walks and what have you. Okay, so now I've got this ever so slightly demoralising drop down to Thresthwaite Mouth.
It is such a beautiful day today. It really is. A little bit nippy in the breeze when you stop, but out of the breeze, that sun, it's got a little bit of heat in it. It's lovely, really nice. So as you can see, I've dropped down a little bit from Stony Cove up there, but now approaching Thornthwaite mouth proper. In a minute, it's going to drop right down. Well, this is technically a pass, I guess. And what have I said about passes before? They're just cute, lovely little places. Little windy paths, little walls, little towns. Gorgeous. Right, here we go. As you can see, the ground is dropping away significantly now. Any ice here? It's really difficult to tell. No, we're good. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky point here. I mean, ordinarily it wouldn't be. It's only because of the ice. All this here is just slippy ice. And I don't know a good way around, to be honest with you. Everything's just frozen. Which I kind of thought it would be because, you know, this place is probably not seen the sun for a while. So I think what I'm going to do is probably cross onto this side of the wall and find a way here. It looks bad here as well, to be honest with you. It's just bits like this here, like smooth, downward facing. I've got nothing really to grab hold of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foot here and step onto that bit of grass right in front there. Look, see? There. Foot onto there. Foot onto there. There. Should I stay on this side? Yeah, I think I will. Okay, so now we can see right down into Pasture bottom, all the way towards Hartsop village. Bit of Ullswater over there as well, very nice. There's some really nice light. The clouds are starting to move in. Okay, finally down to Thornthwaite mouth. Bits of that were quite icy, so if you come in winter, just be careful. It can be tricky in places with various options, but it is actually at this point that I would have bailed the other week when it was really bad and blizzardy. Had I got to this point and realised, you know, there's no point in going there, it's going to be hell, this would have been my escape route back down to Hartsop via Pasture bottom. So it's always good to have an escape route, you know, an alternative route to what you're doing. Got a bit of a sweat on now, so I think what I'm going to do is strip down a bit and start making my way up there, because yeah, that's going to be sweaty. Okay, that feels so much better. It's amazing how quickly you get warm doing this, even coming down a hill in the shade there. My goodness, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at it out there. Look at it. Lovely. This is Raven Crag here, and I've said it before, probably on Instagram, from a certain angle, from down the bottom there, it looks like Darth Vader's mask. It's pretty cool. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. We might see it later on as we pass along the bottom of Pasture bottom. Yeah, looking back up, we'll see. Stunning views to the south from here. They really are gorgeous, looking right down to Troutbeck Tongue and Windermere beyond. Hey, this is getting the blood pumping again, that's for sure. Oh boy, but check out that view. Oh, it's worth it. It's worth the pain. First hurdy of the day. Hey hurdy. This is killer. This is a proper calf burner. But nearly there now. It levels off just here. You can see where it kind of stops. Okay, it's already levelled off a little bit. Okay, I have to warn you, if you are going to come and do this route and you're going to come up to Thornthwaite Crag via this little hill, make sure you save your marsh bar until the bottom before you come up, because boy, are you going to need it. That is a brutal climb up.
Here we go. Thornthwaite Crag. Lots of people's. Wow. Full house. Thornthwaite Crag with its beacon. I'm not going to stick around because, well, it's busy, loads of people around, so I'm going to move on and head over towards Grey Crag. You can see just past these people here, the ridge that heads over to Grey Crag. And I'm going to sit up there and just enjoy that view because it's looking really nice out towards the northwest. Okay, as you can see, it's a little undulating ridge running down towards Grey Crag. Really quite a pleasant walk actually. No more uphill. It's all done for the day. Oh, before I go on, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who've bought me a coffee recently. Very generous coffee buying by you lot. And, you know, it makes a big difference to this channel. It really is. I mean, you are essentially keeping the lights on and keep me coming out here and doing this stuff. So thank you so much. And thanks for all the lovely messages and comments that you leave. They mean a heck of a lot and I love reading them. So you lot are brilliant. Just going to pop over here a minute because I'm getting a first proper glimpse of Hazewater down there. Oh hell, that's a big drop. I wasn't expecting that. Look at that. So that is Hazewater Gill running down basically between the saddle between Thornthwaite Crag and High Street. So High Street is this big lump here. I'll be going up there in next week's walk actually, which I'm looking forward to. Slightly different route. It's looking gorgeous out towards Fairfield now. Beautiful, love all those deep shadows. Looks very gnarly. But now I can finally see, after rising back up from that little dip after Thornthwaite Crag, I can now see the summit cairn of Grey Crag. And you can also make out Placefell just on the left hand side of it. This is lovely, this is a really nice walk. It's my favourite. It's not, it's definitely not my favourite, but I'll tell you what, yeah, it's not even up there, but it's good. I can highly recommend it. I guess once you get your head around the steepness of Hartsop Dodd, first thing, you know, straight after setting off from the car, you're cold, yeah, it's hard work. And then obviously that secondary climb back up onto Thornthwaite Crag. Once you get your head around those two, it's not so bad. It's a very pleasant walk actually, especially along this ridge. Look at it. So gorgeous. I just love seeing the bright green of the valley down there. That's just north of Brothers Water. Can't quite see Brothers Water yet, but I love that green juxtaposed with the oranges and browns and lighter brown, grey and white of the mountain as it kind of graduates up. Look at this. Very cute. Right, okay, look at this. Check this view out now. As we approach the summit, it's gonna start to drop off fairly sharply. And we'll get some great views. Look at that light out towards Angletown Pikes. My goodness, right in front. That's just gorgeous, actually. Right, that was the summit there, that pile of stones. I just carried on, done it. I just want to get to the very edge here because I want to see right down into Hartsop again. It just drops away. And, you know, it's so weird to see this place clear of cloud. Every time I look over here from anywhere else, it's got some really gnarly cloud whizzing round it, spilling off the top. It's quite a sharp ridge, this. Excuse me. Oh, look at Hazewater. Look at the reflection there. Oh, it's got blinded by the sun. Let me just point it that way. Isn't that lovely? I love the way High Street is being reflected there, look. That is absolutely gorgeous. I hope you can see that. But it's actually here on a previous video. What video was that? I think it was a High Street one. And I was going up on the other side of Hazewater, looking back towards here. And you could really see a lot of these little piles of moraine, really beautiful. Fantastic example of it, actually, just down the other side of here. All right, starting to get a little bit steeper. You can see with the point there where it's going to drop off. And I saw a lady walking down there as well. And it looked pretty steep. Well, it is steep. I know it's steep. But it's at that point that we'll get some amazing views looking out down towards Dovedale, Deepdale, and obviously Hartsop and around that area. It's kind of weird as well, you know, looking back on routes from previous walks. The last walk I did just a couple of weeks ago, you know, I can see the wall. You probably can't see it on here, but you can see the gate that I went through that I said that I think about quite a lot. You know, the one that I think I might die at that point. It's kind of quite nice to stitch all the fells together like this in a methodical sort of way, rather than like how I have been doing it over the last few years, in a more sporadic way, just hitting whatever fell I felt like. It is nice to do it this way. So I know all that lot's done, bits of this is done, and then gonna move on round, you know. It's good, I like it. Oh, look at this view, check it out. Oh, look at that. It really is something else. Just as we get to the edge here, top of the nose, all little fields down there towards Hartsop. Beautiful. Tell you what I've not seen today is any deer. In the last video I saw potentially 2 lots of deer. I don't know if it's 2 lots or whether it's the same group or herd. But yeah, not seen any today, which is a shame. Would have been nice. Maybe it's just a bit too steep here. Maybe it's a bit too open as well, because there are lots of nooks and crannies around that area there where you can shelter, where it is a little bit more, as you can see, you know, open and exposed here. Just look at this, honestly. Oh, you can see the path running right down to Hartsop Dodd. So I obviously did that in reverse, going up towards Stony, Cove, Pike there. And there's Pasture bottom down there, and hamlet of Hartsop, which is where the van is. In fact, I can see the car park just there-ish. So not far at all. It's about 1 kilometre from this point to the main track. So when I join that main track, and then it's about another kilometre from there-ish, you know. So yeah, not far at all. You could actually do this route in reverse. I think it'd be quite nice. I've never actually come up this way before. I've always walked down here, but as you can see, it looks lovely, you know. I guess if you're going to do it this way around, though, you need to be mindful of that awful last bit before you drop down into Hartsop, from Hartsop Dodd, because it's just, ugh, the path is awful. It really is. Ooh, little patches of ice around here. Eek. Aha! Yeah, so there's the moraine I was talking about. Actually, it looks a bit rubbish now. But from the other side, it looks pretty good. And it might actually be all around here as well. Back out into the sunshine. Oh, that's lovely. You wouldn't think it, but there is just a little bit of warmth in that sun. Okay, if it looks like I'm bawling my eyes out and crying, I'm not. Well, I might be. I might be getting a little bit emotional. But actually, it's just the wind going in my eyes. Just taking some photographs there. It's looking really interesting out towards the west, southwest. Again, back towards the Old Man, that sort of way. Beautiful. And some nice light over in Helvellyn. You can really clearly see Helvellyn and Striding Edge right there. I really love being up high above various gills and becks and what have you in the waterfalls, so I can hear the Pasture beck down there cascading down the valley, Pasture bottom, and I can hear Hazewater gill as well cascading down that way. It's in stereo, this sound of water. Quite loud actually up here, beautiful. Probably can't hear it at all on this. This is just picking up my inane ramblings. Okay, right, let's get on to the bit where it gets really steep and I'll show you what it's like. But we can see, I'm running out of room. You can see the track down there and I'm still quite high up, so you know it's going to be steep. You know it's going to drop off very suddenly, so let's go and have a look. I mean, look at that. Is that just one of the best views you've ever seen in your life, or what? You've got to admit, that is pretty special. Especially with this light. Oh my goodness. Hartsop above How, that is. With that beautiful little bit of light along the ridge. Oh, look at it, yeah. I think we've got cloud moving in, that's what it is. Some nice shadows forming on the side of Brock Crags here. Yes. I just wonder if it's worth hanging around actually, just a little bit, and see if anything interesting happens here. In fact, I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to spend a few minutes here, because as you can see, literally right now that cloud has moved across and plunged me into shadow, which is a shame actually, because it's plunged all that into shadow. But that's okay. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. The hills still look pretty good. I'm going to have a double-decker. Someone mentioned a double-decker on that last video. I forgot about double-deckers. I did. I do love double-deckers, hence the duo one, because I'm greedy. So, yeah, I'm going to have this. Watch what's going on here. Hartsop above How looks pretty special with Fairfield in the background, so I might get a quick shot of that, and then just see what happens, really. Well, that was definitely worth doing. Just stopping there a few minutes. I've only had one half, by the way. I'm not that greedy. I mean, I'm pretty greedy. But that light over there, now that will be Burke's going up to St Sunday Crag. Beautiful light on it a minute ago. And some, once again, on Hartsop above How. Gorgeous little sliver of light running across the top there. But it's all gone now. Yeah, I'm gonna get down there. There's a nice little barn down there. Again, I haven't got the right lens to get a shot of it. I'd need something a little bit wider, but let me show you when I get down there. It's this moss-covered barn with a nice tree, and you've got this view looking back up the valley there, up towards Thresthwaite Mouth. Oh, I mean, look at it now, back up towards Angletown, Pikes, Brock Crags, that area. It's the lumps and bumps of the ground, so the shadows that are formed by the low sun, but also the shadows formed by the clouds. Just makes for an absolutely flipping gorgeous scene. Now then, there's a very interesting view. Look at that. I know I keep banging on about it, but the light over there is looking absolutely incredible. Look at it across the valley, little farm building there, going all the way up to Burke's. Striding Edge, Casticam, is just incredible. So beautiful. Honestly, I love the way you can see the shadow of these hills that I'm on right now. Gorgeous. Look at that. So yeah, this is definitely not excessively steep. I think it is steep on the contours. If you look at the map, the contours are very close together, but the path zigzags across them, so it's not too bad. That said, it is dry, and it is fairly crunchy underfoot. This is grass. When it's wet, there's a very good chance that you could slide forever. Because actually, yeah, you could. As you can see, here's the main track. This family's just getting to it now. And from there it is a very, very leisurely walk in past that barn I was talking about. Go and check that out. And hopefully see if we can see Raven Crag as well, aka Vader Rock. I know I keep talking about it, but flippin' heck, have you seen this light? I love it when this happens. So you've got the shadow of the hill that I'm on now, and then you've got the shadow of a cloud, and you get this little sliver of light. Look at that. Ooh, am I going to fit through here? It's not so much the bag this time, it's the Christmas stomach. Eek. Okay, here it is. I'm going to show you Vader Rock. Now you need to use your imagination. It's just here behind this gate. It's quite dark. If you have a look, you can kind of make out what looks like Darth Vader's mask facing up to the sky. Okay, this is the barn I was talking about with the moss and ferns as well, probably growing on the roof. Looks really nice, and it could be a really good photograph with the right light and the right lens, which I haven't got. I've got neither of those right now at this point, but it is just a short walk up from the car park, so it's a very easy shot to get. Look at it, it's gorgeous. Look at this place. Got Vader Rock in the background. It actually looks better from this angle. Very nice. Gate. You can see right up to Threshtop Mouth as well, where I was earlier today. Just, come on. This place, it's just crazy. It just never stops giving. Never. It's like round every corner, over every brow, there's just another gobsmacking view. Incredible. Lake District, delivering once again. Beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Look at it. This is Pasture Bottom, by the way. This is it. Lovely, isn't it? So this would have been like an escape route off Threshtop Mouth, below Raven Crag, Vader Rock, and then down to here. So that's where we started this morning. Up Hartsop Dodd. So I'm literally 3 minutes away from the van now, and I think I'm going to go to the Brothers Water Inn. So yes, let's go and have another beer. Just another one to add to the gazillion beers I've had over Christmas, as you can tell. It's always such a wonderful sight to see the vein. It really is. As much as I love being on the hill, and I do, it's nice to get back. Right, let's get to the pub.
Dog.
Quite light. I would say it's almost one of each. One